Today we're going to just go through a few Safari tips. They're going to be really easy tips to help people with their browsing. Let's get into it. Alright, so this is going to be a short video. It's going to just give you some examples of some things you can do in Safari that help your browsing. When I say that, I mean there's some annoying things that everyone kind of runs into. One of them is going to be, let's just say you go to a website and all of a sudden things just start playing. It's either going to be video or sound, or video and sound. In the background, it could be an ad running down below, something you can't even see. It just drives you insane because you have to listen to that when you don't even want to. So how do you actually turn that off? That's number one. And what I'm going to show you more in this video, a lot of people may already know that, but what I'm going to show you more in this video is, can you turn it off on specific sites versus everything? And how do you turn it off on everything? So let's just assume that there's one specific site that's giving you an issue with that. Can you actually specifically just turn it off on that site only? The answer is yes. And then can you turn it off on all the sites across any site you visit? And the answer with that is yes as well. So I'm going to show you the difference there. And then the other thing is going to be just, people know how to, if you're browsing, you can kind of zoom in on text if something's too small. But let's just assume that you go to a website all the time and you can visit it over and over again, and the text is always really small there, but really everywhere else you don't really need to zoom in on anything. So can you individually zoom in on text when you visit a website, have it predetermined that you're going to zoom in without you having to do anything? You can definitely do that as well. I'm going to show you how to do that, and I'm going to show you how to set that universally. If you have like a vision problem or something, you can obviously make the text bigger everywhere if you want to. But that's an easy fix, and I'll show you how to do that. So this video is more about showing you how to set individual things for individual websites versus setting them for everything that you visit. And you'll see what just stick with me for a little while, because when we go through this, you're going to see how easy this is. It's very easy. It's built into Safari, and you'll be able to pick this up just in a few minutes. Let's get into it. You guys know how I work. I'm doing a screen share here in a second. Let's go. All right, so for the first tip, I'm in Safari. You can see it right here. Now, this is the part everyone hates. Let's just say you go to a website. I'm just going to go to Yahoo right now. Let's just go ahead and click on Yahoo and open that up. So let's say you open this up, and if you scroll down, you'll notice, let's see if you can, like right here, let me just go down here. Like right here, for example, something just starts auto-playing. You can see it here. It says no speech right now, but the video is playing. It's using your bandwidth, and it's playing without your knowledge. A lot of times this can have sound on websites and things like that, and you just don't want that to keep playing. You don't want to auto-play without your knowledge. You want to make sure you shut that down. So how do you do that, number one? And then how do you do it for individual sites? And how do you do it for the whole universal web? So all you have to do really for doing that is you have Safari up like this. You go up to Safari over here in the upper left-hand corner, click on it, and then you go down to settings for this website. See it right here? You click on that, and basically it's right in here, and it's really easy. So all you have to do in here is, right in this middle area, it says stop media with sound, and block and notify. So autoplay, stop media with sound. You can say never autoplay, and that'll basically be everything, including the video as well. Stop media with sound just as it'll play the video but not the audio, and then allow all autoplay will basically play the audio and the video. So you can you can set everything right here for that individual website. It's only going to be for Yahoo. So again, you go to Safari and then you go for settings for this website, and you can see it right in there. There's also going to be settings individually for this website. If you look in here, like camera, ask. So only for this website, it'll say, it should ask you if it's going to use the camera. You can also deny it. Same with microphone, screen sharing, location. You can ask, deny, allow. So you can check all the settings for this individual website very easily. So let's just assume, though, you don't want to have auto movies or voice or anything like that, just auto play throughout any website that you visit. We just set it for just Yahoo. It's basically going to be the same thing, but instead, this time you go up to Safari up here, and you go to Preferences, and you'll see it there. And then you go down to this tab, and you click on Websites. See it right there? It's right there. So all you have to do here is you go down to autoplay on the left-hand side, and you can see that Yahoo is in here now because we just set that that website up. It says stop media with sound. See it there? And we can go in here and change that just like we were earlier. So it's in there. But down at the bottom down here, it says when visiting other websites, see it there? You can do stop media with sound, or you can do never play audio, or you can do allow auto play. So you can set the whole universal site right here. We're going to do the same as we have. These sites are obviously the same, so it doesn't really make much sense for us to set Yahoo for that. But long story short, you can see what this does. So that's how you do that there. And the cool thing is, now that we have Yahoo in here, You can do a lot of different things in here. Camera, microphone. Since Yahoo is in here, we can actually say microphone ask. So you can see over here, it's kind of just micromanaging it. Downloads, you can have a lot of different things you can do, deny, auto. So once you have a website in here, you can go down this left-hand column up here, pop-up windows, block and notify, block, allow, and it'll individually let you do something for an individual website. And then you can go down and do it for all of them right here. See it right there? So it's very easy. So that's how you do individual websites, and then for all the websites is down here. All right, so the second tip is very similar, but I just wanted to show people. So here you are on a website. Let's say this website, see how small this text is on down here? You can barely read it. Let's say you have bad eyes or you just like to have bigger text or smaller text. Obviously, there's inside of Safari, we're in Safari, there's these little A's over here, a small A and a big A, and you can click on it, make the text bigger, make it smaller. Things like that. So that's not a big issue. But what you can do for individual websites is you can control that. So again, if I click on this, we're on Yahoo again. I can go over here to the Safari on the left-hand side, Safari, go down to settings for this website right there. And there it is. So then in here, there's a page zoom. See it there? And in here, we can go in a little bit smaller increments. We can go like 115%. See it there? And we can go to 100 back to 100%. So let's just do 115% on this website. So now what you do is, this is just for this website. So if I close this down again, now let's just go back over to the left, go to Safari, go to Preferences. And like I showed you before, now if we go down to page zoom on the left-hand bar, you can see that Yahoo's in there and it's the 115 is set already here. See it there? So, but the rest of the websites down here are only 100%. So this means that only this website will be, only the Yahoo website will be 115%. So let's say on sites that are very small text, you can go ahead and just add those to this list here, and then everything else would still be 100%, which is what I recommend just because, most places use the correct size. But if you have, like, again, seeing problems or anything like that, you can go ahead and just change this to 115, whatever the options are, 125, 150, depending on what you want. So again, it's the same kind of vein, I guess, as, as far as what I said on the first tip, but I just wanted to show people how to use all this stuff on individual websites versus universal, and it should help you when you're using Safari. It just makes it a lot easier and a lot less of a pain to use. So anyways, I hope you guys like this. Let's wrap this up. All right, pretty easy. Yeah. So the moral of the story is you can go in and you can change individual settings for each website that you visit. And just keep in mind that that's very easy. I showed you kind of where you can do that, where you have to go to find that information. And you can do that for any website. You can have specific rules just for that website, or you can do it universally for all the websites. And I just showed you how to do that. So just if that's all you get from the video, just take that with you, that if you have something annoying you in a website, whether the text is too small or too big or autoplays videos or anything else in between, translations or whatever you want to say, you can use this kind of a setting and have it all automatically populate when you go to that website, or automatically change something versus having it change it for everything that you visit on the web. And that's important. Once you get to know that, and then you start having issues where, oh geez, this website always starts playing this video, it drives me insane, you can change that and you don't have to worry about changing everything else. So maybe you miss stuff if because you don't know exactly how the rest of the web's going to work or how it'll affect everything. Just change that one website to start and then kind of work your way down. So hopefully these tips help. I mean, I know that they're probably not, a lot of people out there probably, at least my viewership, knows it. But at the end of the day, I wanted to kind of just share that because it's one thing that I use quite a bit with Safari, and just wanted to kind of make sure people knew about it. If you can support my channel, it's going to help me out. I'm trying to make, maybe three videos a week, 4 videos a week, somewhere in there. I do a lot of Apple stuff, as you know, but I'm trying to do a little bit more gadgets and just kind of hard drives and everything else, just because to mix it up a little bit. People like seeing technology overall. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.